What's going on, guys? No guys here. Welcome back to another video. Now in today's video I got a meta 1.5 million coin team with every attacker gonna have a 5-star. Before we got Neymar, we got Overmars, we got Dembele, and we got of course the GOAT Ben Yedder. You can play this with a 4-1-2 second variation, 4-4-2 or 4-2-3-1, all the major formations. I'll explain to you why each player is meta and what's the decisions and what's the chemistry for each one. We're going to start off with the 4-3-3 again, one of the best formations for chemistry. And let me start by saying the most important thing when you're building a team, when you're about a million coins, you should always invest in one major key player first. I see a lot of these lower tier players trying to distribute 1 million coins into 400k at the back, 400k in midfield. Your main coins should go into your striker. Because why? Think about your main striker like Messi in real life or someone like Ronaldo. If you got a top tier player, they will carry you. And it's the same with Neymar. Look at those stats. This is FUT Champions Division 1 stats, by the way. This is not some Division 10 or squad battles. As you can see, the most important thing is to have a marksman striker. Have a marksman striker with a 5-star weak foot who can shoot on either foot. You'll increase your statistical approach in front of goal, and that way you'll score more goals and by default win more games. Do not make the mistake that people all around the community do by trying to split their coins up, getting a 50k striker. The most important thing is a key striker. Why? Because Neymar, when he gets a chance for a goal, 9 times out of 10 he's going to score. Even someone like Ben Yedder, maybe 7 out of 10. You get someone else like Martial, you're looking towards the 5 to 6. So we're going to start off with Neymar, one of the best players in the game. I'll be honest, I have Mbappe in my team as well. And I'll be honest, Mbappe is 1.5 million, but Neymar is much better for 1 million. He's honestly a joke. You saw the stat yourself. Now we're going to go off with a new one, Renato Sanchez. I think possibly one of the best cheap centre mids in the game, period. I think he's near enough extinct, but I think it's more of a price in the market, so you can get him now. This Renato Sanchez is one of the best cards in the game for centre mid. The best play, think of it like a cheap Seedorf. Base Seedorf is very used against the pro players and the top tier players because he can do everything. Again, another perfect card, 4-star, high, so he can pass, distribute, come back, and he can defend. And of course he's got the agility and balance, he can maneuver, got the stamina, the aggression. He's got everything you need for centre mid. He can shoot, he can pass, he can dribble, he can defend, he's got the physicality. Everything you need, one of the best centre mids. In fact, if you've got any team under a million coins, you should have Renato Sanchez in your team. If even on 8 chemistry, he is that good, and I can very much vouch for him. Then for a new card, we've gone with Kamara. Now, I'll be honest, Kamara was a very good card. His gold card was an exceptional card. The reason what made him very appealing with his gold card is that he had the pace. That is the wrong Kamara. He did have the pace, and I think the pace was what's very important. With a new card, he's got a downgrade in the pace, but when you put a shadow on him, oh yeah, by the way, for Renato Sanchez, you want to put a shadow on him. For Neymar, you want to put a hunter. But for Kamara, I'll be honest, you need to put a shadow on him just to get that sprint speed up to 94. But again, look at that stand tackling and slide tackling. People complain about his height, but if you think about it, statistically speaking, most of your goals are from through balls, not from crosses, and even then from corners, your centre backs are defending that, or your CDMs. So Kamara is never really caught in behind. If someone crosses the ball, most of the time it's chest height or even like mid-tier to the torso. So there's no reason to have someone that tall, so the height is not really an issue. So we've gone with Kamara, again, another OP player that I've been using on my cheap team. To link him, we've gone with the Bundesliga player. We've gone with Hernandez. Now, Hernandez is one of the cheapest players in the game, but one of the best centre-backs in the game. Of course, we know how effective pace is in general. If you played this game, you know how many times people will get it behind and you can't do anything about it because you need a fast centre-back. It's of paramount importance this year. They have a centre-back above 75 sprint speed. I'll even go ahead as someone who's got 77 sprint speed like Hernandez. I'll still go ahead and put a shadow on him. Of course, he's 85 jumping and he's 6 foot, so he can still header the ball away. And he's got everything you need for a centre back, and of course even has that good reactions and that decent short pass for distribution and build up out the back. Then we've gone with one of the best goalkeepers in the game. I would say there's top 3 goalkeepers at the moment. I've used De Gea. I wouldn't put him in the top 3, but I think he's very up there, close to being one of the best. I think Courtois, Ter Stegen and Neuer take the claim for being the top 3 goalkeepers in this game. And Neuer is definitely the best goalkeeper in this game. Kind of reminds me of the old FIFA 19 pre-patch-esque Neuer. Such a top tier player then. And of course, has everything you want. Distribution, passing, reactions, can dive. Has everything you need, and of course he does have the long throw trait, which is exceptionally important this year because we know how bad, if you play this game, you know how bad passes are. Now we've gone with a lower tier centre back, but one of the best centre backs in the game, and I can honestly say that without a doubt. With overwhelming evidence around the community, Klosterman has taken the forefront for many weeks now. I can't even think anyone that's really better than him. The reason why is he's got that pace. Now, me being me, I would still go ahead and put a shadow on him just to get his sprint speed to 98. You might think, what's this guy crazy? But the truth is, think about it statistically speaking. Your opponent's striker is going to have 90 sprint speed, and they're going to and if he does a through ball, he's going to have the edge in front of you in the first place. You're going to have to react. So you ideally want to get that acceleration up as well. So I've gone with a shadow on him. If you want, you can go with anchor on him, but he's a perfect card. A complete wall at the back, 6'2". He's got the height next to Hernandez. Got decent short passing, good reactions, and amazing defensive stats. You can either use an anchor or a shadow. I would use a shadow, but I think for most of you guys, anchor will be just fine. Don't worry, I'll go over how everyone gets chemistry in a second as well. For the right back, we're going Mukiele, the new Mukiele. If you haven't done objective yet, or the SPC, whatever it is, you can use a normal Mukiele, but this Mukiele card is an exceptional card. You know, he's one of the best cards in the game, very simply for the fact that he's got the amazing sprint speed and he's got that amazing defending. Now, the key thing is putting an anchor on him. We're going to have him on full chemistry, so you put an anchor on him, he becomes one of the best centre backs in the game, or you can use him on the wing. And because of that fact, because he is so good, we can actually play him anywhere along the back four, left back, right back, centre back. I think he'll make a better centre back, but we'll get on to that in a second, how you can make this even more OP. But for now, Mukiele, put an anchor on him, one of the best centre backs. Got the agility and balance. Agility and balance this year is so important, especially when you're defending inside the box. The higher the agility and balance, the better the manoeuvrability. Then in centre mid, we've gone with the one and only Sissoko. Sissoko is probably one of the most meta CDMs in the game. There isn't anyone better than him, I would say, for his position in the Premier League. Even someone like Kante, you can argue, I'll say Kante's a tad bit better, but I got him in my team. Sissoko is honestly god tier. It's because of his height, the 6'2" height, the high work rates, 84 sprint speed, make him god tier. Even on the board, that agility balance looks bad, but he's still very, very good. Good shot power, good short passing. Everything you want from a dynamic centre mid. You've got Ronaldo Sanchez that can do everything, and you've got more of a defensive minded. I'll still go with a shadow on Sissoko again for the counter attack abilities, but a catalyst, a shadow is what I definitely would go for, because he's already got the strength and aggression what you need. Then we're going to go over to the right wing. Now, there isn't that many good right wings in the game. The truth is, all the good players are unfortunately left wing. You got Son, you got Dembele, you're all Neymar, all the top tier players are left wing. Nedved, but we've gone with Osman. I'll be honest, look. The truth is, Dembele is the best player I've used under the price of 60k. There's no one really better than him. You can look at my stats from. I play him on the wing. By the way, these are the stats for a wing type position. I got him on dead. I'd recommend. Look at those stats. Can you imagine? He's a wing player for me. He doesn't even get inside the box. 5-star, 5-star, another 5-star week footer. Amazing goals scored and assists, and 106 games. Again, all in Division 1, and of course, FUT Champions. This guy legit carried me to Elite 1. Last week when I got Elite 1, this guy honestly carried me, especially in that cam role when I was pivoting around him and Ben Yedder. Then we move along to the striker. We've gone with another 5-star weak foot again. We've gone with Ben Yedder. Now, I just got rid of Ben Yedder this week to finance Neymar, because I had enough coins to buy Neymar. That's why I got rid of Ben Yedder. But he was a top tier player. I'd recommend using him in cam and getting a hunter on him just to get that sprint speed up. But I think he's a fantastic cam because he's got the good short passing. He can dribble. And he's got 5-star, 4-star. He's got everything you need from a cam, and he's 5'4", so he's very nimble on the ball. Now, we need a piece of glue to stick this whole team together. We've got another 5-star weak foot, and that is Overmars. Overmars is an icon card, and we know how icon cards are. They always feel better than they are on the game. Now, what's key about this Overmars card? It doesn't look that good when you look at his stats. But when you actually deep down look into his stats, he actually has some of the best stats in the game. And the reason why is the meta is agility, balance, and pace. Now, he's already got the sprint speed, already got acceleration, and he's naturally got that agility and balance, and he's got the stamina. And don't forget, we're going to be playing him on a wing type position like a lamb or a ram. He's got a composure as well. So we've got him on a wing type position. We are going to use a hunter with him just to get the sprint speed up. And again, for attack, with A-tier attack positioning, especially how creative runs are and the player positionings are this game, he's going to be one of the best players that money can buy. Now, how does this team look in game? Well, this is how it basically looks, as you can see. This is done on Footbin. So we have Dembele on 7 chemistry. He gets loyalty with 7. And of course, we have a Liga Santander manager. Ben Yedder on 10. Neymar on 10. Sanchez on 10. Kamara on 10. Hernandez. Everyone else is on 10. Par Overmars. Overmars has 7 chemistry of being a left mid, as playing as a centre mid position, and of course he gets a 7 chem boost as well from the manager. And I'll be honest, these guys are wingers, so people can cry about chemistry. It doesn't matter too much because they're wingers, and more importantly, this is a complete myth. Chemistry. in FIFA, if you really want to get better at the game, the most important thing is making sure the base stats of the player is better. It's completely barbaric how some people would rather use someone like Gnabry on 10 chemistry over Dembele. I can never understand that, but that's the team I would go with. Now, let me give you a quick little cheat. If you want to do this my way and you respect my opinion, you like what I do, buy Roussillon, and then what you want to do in game is you want to play Mukiele in right centre back, Hernandez in left centre back, and then what you want to do, or you can do something like this, or if you don't like Hernandez, you can do something like this. Start like this, get Klosterman over here. Again, it doesn't change the chemistry. Everyone still gets chemistry. He will get 7 if you want to get a French manager, if you want to. But in-game, what you want to do is you want to swap Mukiele around with Roussillon. So Roussillon will play as a right back because he's got the sprint speed, naturally got a good stat. And you have 2 complete walls. This is the way I'd recommend it. But that's only for the real OG players that want to get those elite tier finishes. You know what I'm talking about. But that's the way I will line up, and I'm just going to really go back to the old one just in case you're wondering. So that's the original team. If you don't like the players off chemistry, that's completely fine. If you do believe in that myth, you can go with like that. And then to play 4 in game, how would you play it? It's in a 4-2-3-1. Neymar, of course, the marksman striker, goes 5-star, 5-star. Can do the Leicester, who can do everything. He goes in striker. Ben Yedder goes in cam. Overmars and Dembele on a wing. And of course, you've got the 2 giant midfielders, Zizoka and Sanchez, that can do everything. And that's how you line up in a 4-2-3-1. In a 4-1-2-1-2 second version, this is where I think the formation really excels to a different level. I'd put Overmars in centre mid. And the way I would do it is I would put Dembele in cam, and I'll put Ben Yedder in striker. Or you can switch these around like so. But have Sissoko and see them, because Renato Sanchez does a bit of everything. And Overmars, if you play my 4-1-2-1-2, if you haven't checked that video out, make sure you do. But that Overmars obviously makes his deep runs in last minute. So, of course, he's very, very good in that position. And, of course, you've got Ben Yedder with that passing. And you have, again, don't forget 5-star weak foot, 5-star weak foot, 5-star weak foot, 5-star weak foot, and 5-star skill moves. So, you got some of the best, the 2 5-star skill moves up front, 2 5-star weak foots. You can do everything. You can't complain. And then we're going to go with a 4-2-2-4-4-2. Of course, we're going to have Sissoko. You want Sissoko on stay back if you are going to have Renato Sanchez. You want him to be on balanced. And then we got, of course, Ben Yedder and Neymar. It's important to have Ben Yedder, I would say, on stay forward just because that stamina is a big issue. But as I said, do not worry about the chemistry too much. The most important thing is having a marksman striker. Do not make the mistake. There are a lot of these gold 3 players. They all get scared and they be like, I want to spend 500k on my midfield, 500k on my defense, and maybe I can get away with a 200k striker. No. The most important thing, you'll see all the top players do it. That's why the top players, they spend 6 million coins on someone like R9. They spend the money on Mbappe, on Neymar, because they need the god tier players up front that can carry you. Remember, an attacker can always outscore more goals, but a defender, anyone can defend. The defender just blocks the shot. The attacker is the one that really finishes. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. That is my 1.5 million coin team. Again, that is the price. And the price will be, of course, as you can see, I'm just going to refresh, as you can see, that is the price. And the price, of course, will be falling, so it'll be even cheaper. So we're at 1.5 million on average across all platforms. Thank you very much for watching. Take it easy, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out, boys.